right, looks like we're live. Hello, hello, hello. I wanted to pop on here because this question's come up a little bit, and I wanted to just have a conversation about it and actually give you 3 different ideas so that you can answer this question for yourself. Can this social media building thingy really actually duplicate? And more important, can it work for me? Okay, so as you're coming on, comment in, say hello. I wanted to make sure I dropped in to say hi because I wanted to share just some insight on this method, on something really special that Carrie and Whit are doing on this Black Friday, which is really talking about how to actually grow, build, recruit, and prospect in a way where people come to you and are attracted to you. And how does that actually work? Right? How does it work in a way where you can duplicate? You can teach your team how to do it so your team can get results as well. Okay, so let me just see. Hi, Amy. Hey, Tamara. Hey, Fran. Good to see you. So I wanted to just give you my insight. What's up, Eric? I wanted to give you my insight on some ideas when you think about even just the word duplication. Okay, what's up, Karen? Hey, Esther. So check this out. Thinking about the word duplication, right? Because that's a big word that gets that is utilized inside of this profession, inside of this industry. Is like, okay, great. It might be something that works for me, but can it be something that's duplicated by others? And so I want to challenge the way that you think about the word duplicate. So duplicate is basically having the ability to have somebody else do what you do, right? So oftentimes we think of duplication, especially in this space, is like, well, if I've got certain images or promotions that I can be able to give out to other people so they can share it with their people, then that's something that can help produce and provide results, right? If you've got promotional images, if you've got, copy that you've utilized, if you've got an invite method that works, it's great. However, I want to challenge you to look at the bigger picture of duplication. Because when we're talking about duplication here, okay, especially with what Whit and Carrie teach, is we're talking about duplication from an attraction level, from a way that attracts people to you. What's up, Debbie? Hey, Latana. Hey, Godwin. Hey, Dustin. Hello, hello, hello. So let's talk about what duplication can mean for you and something really, really special that we're doing here, okay? So duplication from the attraction side of things is actually, it's kind of interesting because when we talk about attraction marketing, it is about you incorporated, right? You as a brand, you as sharing your information and knowledge. So the obvious general question is like, well, how do you duplicate that? So I want to give you some tips and some ideas on how to think about this a little bit differently and from a bigger picture. Plus, how many of you would love it if I were to sit down with you, Fernie Ceballos, who's our Chief Marketing Officer, and Whit and Carrie Hyam, were to actually sit with you at a round table, okay, and actually come up with a customized social media promotional plan or a social media promotional plan for your team so that you can see how this works and how it specifically works for you. Because here's what I can tell you. The process works in whatever company you're in, with whatever products you have, whatever opportunity that you're promoting. However, what if you actually had the ability to be able to have it customized for you? I want you to join in and let me know if that's something that you want to be a part of, because at the end, I have something very, very special to share with you that's new, and it's only available until tomorrow night, okay? But let's talk about duplication. So a lot of people say, like, can a personal brand duplicate? Or can, teaching and training value, like growing a network, engaging with that network, promoting to that network, is that something that duplicates or can duplicate versus just a templated post that you give out that people can post and use on their personal profiles? So the first tip that I can give you and the insight that I can share with you on duplication is for you to do what duplicates. What do I mean by that? I mean, when it comes to a duplication side of things, when you're showing up and you're doing videos, how are you showing up and doing videos? Are you dressed in a suit, or do you have this big, huge, fancy studio? Or you do it kind of like I'm doing it right now, which is on the fly, where, like, you can see I'm hanging out here. My husband Andrew's getting some work done as well too, right? We're in Boston. And I just kind of set up shop. And this was an impromptu Facebook Live because I wanted to get this information out to you guys. But I also did it from a reason, and now it's all sideways. This is hilarious. Now, I also did this because I know my people, right? We know our people here at Elite Marketing Pro and AttractionMarketing.com is that when you think about the people you're looking to bring in that are going to potentially be business builders, most of them do not have a marketing, a marketing degree or a business degree or they have all this insight on things previously on how to promote and effectively sell stuff. So when it comes to you marketing, make sure that you do what duplicates. I have a headset just like this, just for fun, right? Now, are there times where I might do more professional videos? Maybe. But honestly, for most of you, if you comment in with the people that you're trying to attract, I want to know actually, join in on the conversation and let me know, who are you trying to attract, okay? Is it like stay-at-home moms? Is it somebody who, works full-time and wants to do a side hustle? Like, who are the people that you're trying to attract to you? I want you to comment in and let me know. Join in here and let's have a chat about who you're looking to attract. Because if you know who you're looking to attract, then you want to make sure that you are doing it, you are producing, and you're providing content in a way that's going to duplicate for other people. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people try and overcomplicate things, and they like to, create a fancy message, do a lot of things that take a lot of time, maybe when it's with video or with posts, that make it difficult for other people to look and go, oh, wow, I can do that too. Okay, so that's my first big tip here when it comes to duplication. If you're doing anything on social media, you want to do yourself what duplicates. So you don't want to do anything super duper high level when it comes to like your video production or anything like that. Heck, there's times where I haven't even taken a shower during the day and I just go and I use my phone, just like Cherie's saying, right? Because I want people to understand and believe that it's something that they can do too. I once had a time where when I first started out in this space and I actually told my upline at the time, and I said, hey, I feel like I have to tell everybody I'm full-time and I'm crushing it. And he said, you don't have to. Be honest and authentic, because most people aren't going to be able to do that either. And so they're looking for the way to actually see and know in their mind oh, I can do what this person does. Oh, this person works full-time? Awesome. Then I can do it too. Okay? So that's my first tip, is anytime you're thinking about duplication or anytime you're thinking about hitting a live and going live or shooting a video or teaching and training on something, think first about who are the people I'm looking to attract, and when they watch this video, are they going to go, oh, okay, if I were to, hop in and lock arms with this person, could I do what they do? Okay, that's the first thing. Now, the second thing that's really, really powerful is instead of looking at it as it's not the pill, it's not the shake, it's not the the elixir, it's not the the liquid potion or the magic post or anything like that. Helping your people understand that they are the reason that they've made change in their lives, whether it's starting to kill it in an opportunity or crush it in an opportunity, or whether it's all of a sudden you've drastically seen a difference with the products that you've been utilizing. You are what changed, okay? You are what became more determined. You are what became more consistent. You are what became more diligent. You are what decided to invest in yourself so that you could invest in your team, okay? What's up, Jennifer? Good to see you. Mwah. So taking that into account, okay, and understanding that, and for all of your people to understand it's not going to be a magic post, it's not going to be a magic, this or that. It's going to be a choice that you or the person that you're going to be, leading inside of your team made a choice to change and make an improvement in their lives. So what does that mean? A lot of times when it comes to starting to utilize attraction marketing on social media, right? And talking about yourself, talking about your story, talking about, hi, Susan, good to see you. Some other things that have maybe come up for you. Storytelling is one of the best things that you actually can do. And it can be duplicatable because everybody's going to have a little bit of a different insight or a different story, but you can talk about the same topics. And you can talk about the things that impact you. And you can talk about the things that have changed in your life. okay? Because people are going to relate to different people. And as long as you're talking about the same elements, it can be really, really helpful for people, okay? So one thing to consider doing is start coming up with, as a leader, start coming up with a running list of things that you genuinely talk about that revolve around your product or revolve around the opportunity that you teach and train on, that you can also share with your people and say, hey, here are some of the common things that I teach and train and talk about. These might be great topics for you as well. And then just work through with them on how do they share their story? How do they share their knowledge when it comes to building and utilizing social media, okay? And one of the biggest things, which I noticed I did in the beginning, is when you get excited about your product, when you get excited about an opportunity, you want to be talking about all of the awesome things that your opportunity includes, or your product has, or your product has all these cool organic features and all these different things. That's what it is, right? An opportunity is what it is. But when you start to tell stories about what something has done for you, or done for a teammate, or done for a family member, or done for a friend, people love learning in stories, okay? So if you can start to teach your team about, hey, what are some of the things that you've noticed your product or just being a part of the opportunity has done for you? And maybe it's not, hey, I was able to quit my full-time job. Maybe it's not that you've completely replaced your salary, but maybe it's given you some extra spending cash so that you have the ability to be able to go out on date night more regularly with your spouse. Or you have the opportunity to be able to take your family out to the movies, right? And treat your kids to some popcorn while you're at the movies versus waiting for it to pop up on Netflix. And you get to have a family experience. That's what an opportunity can do, right? That's what a business can do, is it can create opportunity for family engagement, or for family time, or for more experiences. That's what it does. Versus an opportunity gives you XYZ amount of income and compensation plans and all these different things. If you can start talking to your team and teaching your team let's not talk about what the product is and all the cool things that it includes, but what does it do? To give you a good example of that, as I was talking with somebody and they were talking about how they utilized their skincare product to help their son decrease the amount of acne that he had. And it helped give him more self-confidence. He wanted to go back to school. He wanted to hang out with his friends. He was like much more vocal and happy. That's what the product did for her son, right? He gave him self-esteem. So think of how many other people you speak to, or you can share a video on that literally talks about the impact of what the product does. That's something you can give and share to your team, right? So it doesn't have to be, it's this swipe and deploy templated post. Now, those are valuable, but if you start thinking about how do you help lead your team from a bigger perspective of how do you, number one, show up as the model and do what duplicates? How do you create a list of running content topics that you've been teaching and training on, which means you got to show up as the leader, right? And more important, how do you talk about, instead of what your products are or what your opportunity is, but you start sharing more experiences of what it does? That's when things can really change, when you think about the long-term play of how this social media thing really duplicates long-term, right? Because everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody has an experience to have. You just have to figure out what those are. Now, if you're still thinking about, well, hey, what specifically can I post? Or is there anything else that I might be able to share with my team? Is there a process that they can follow? What I can tell you is that Carrie and Witt's formula that they're going to be sharing on Black Friday. By the way, there's going to be a link that's up in this up in the comments here, and up inside this post. So make sure that you go and you save your spot for Black Friday. But their process not just works for them and their team and duplicates with their team members, but it also works for other companies as well and other products as well. So here's something really, really cool that we're doing, because I asked if anybody wanted to have an opportunity to get a customized social media promotion and duplication plan for themselves and for their team by utilizing myself, our chief marketing officers, Mind, Fernie Ceballos, and Carrie and Witt Hyam. Here's what we're going to do, okay? Now, this is something where you're going to have to act fast. If you have already gotten your seat for Black Friday, okay, you're already included in this special raffle. If you have not yet, and you go and you get your seat to our Black Friday social media enroller training, okay? Where you can learn how to actually utilize social media to attract more people to you, to recruit for your team, and also teach your team to duplicate it. If you go and you get your seat, you go and you save your seat, okay? You go to elitemarketingpro.com/SME. You'll have the opportunity to be put into a raffle. So if you already got your seat, you're automatically put in there already, okay? 2, be pulled. There's going to be 3 names pulled by November 29th on Good Friday, okay? 3 people, lucky people, are going to be pulled that have their seats saved for Black Friday to join a special private, intimate roundtable discussion, conversation, and one-on-one interaction with myself, with Fernie Ceballos, and with Carrie and Whit Hyam, where we're literally going to be, you're going to break down what your company, like what your product is, what your opportunity is, what you want to lead with, and we're going to help design a customized plan for you on how to better promote it on social media. Now, here's what's cool. If you've already got a team and you're already have a process in place, great. If your name gets pulled, bring it, and we can look at it, evaluate it, and see if there's anything else that you might do to tweak it and make it even better. If you're just starting out or you want to bring your team on social media, then it's awesome. We get a chance to talk about it and create your own customized plan, okay? Because one thing that we were chatting about and discussing earlier this week on yesterday, was that this is one of those things that a lot of people go, wow, this information seems really, really awesome. However, can it work for me? Could it duplicate for my team? Yes, it can. It's just sometimes you need to know how. And so you're going to have the ability to be able to be put in the raffle if you've already bought, okay, you've already bought your social media enroller ticket, or if you get your social media enroller ticket at elitemarketingpro.com/SME, or if you're watching it through somebody else's video, or if they've reached out to you, okay? All you have to do is get your seat, and you will be put in a raffle from now until it expires tomorrow night, okay? Wednesday night at midnight. You will no longer be able to get this exclusive, get into the raffle for this exclusive bonus, okay? This is a quick little thing we're doing because we want to find a way to see if we can actually really, really help somebody create that customized plan. And obviously that's going to take some time for us to be able to do that and do that around this roundtable. Now, the roundtable will not be live streamed anywhere. This will be a private roundtable training that we're going to be doing with those 3 exclusive people, okay? And so that's going to be something just alone that you'll want to make sure you do, because Carrie and Whit are going to deliver an absolutely insane training on Friday. And imagine what it would be like if then you had Carrie and Whit's brain, my brain, and Fernie's brain all looking at what kind of business you have. If you want to leave with your product, what's the customized plan to help you create duplication inside of your team? Because that's what Carrie and Whit have been able to do in order to really, really maximize this strategy, okay? So all you got to do is go to elitemarketingpro.com/SME. Again, I'll put the link up in the top so that you can have this opportunity to be put in the raffle, okay? And if you've already got your spot, join in on the conversation and let us know. Or if you're getting your spot right now because you want to take us up on this special raffle opportunity, then make sure that you join in on the conversation as well, okay? Because the difference between doing it yourself and then understanding and having somebody else look in who's created systems and plans like this for other people before and other leaders before, this could be something that really, really puts you and your team on the map, okay? Or if you don't have a team just yet or a big team, this can be a system that you put in place in order to help you really, really accelerate your growth, okay? So hopefully this was something that you got value. If you did, please join in on the conversation and let us know. Also, if you know of others who might be able to benefit from this, make sure that you add them into this conversation too so that they can get this replay as well. And remember, your opportunity to be entered into this raffle expires at Wednesday at midnight. That's tomorrow at midnight. So make sure that you go on over, you save your seat so you're all set and good to go. I look forward to seeing you on Friday, and we will pull the 3 names on Friday as well, okay? With that being said, take some of the things that I recommended today and start taking action with them already. I have a feeling you'll be pretty impressed with what you'll start seeing as you start attracting those right people to you, okay? With that being said, I will see you guys very, very soon on our next Facebook Live training. All right, take care, everybody.